What's going on, you guys? It's the FPL Penguin back again with another. I'm back with a stream. Andy Robertson's back as well. Hope you're all doing good, guys. And we are back close to new season. This is part 2. I'm going to do a live stream of it instead. So hope everyone's doing good. We know about the prices. Here they are. I don't know which one's better, guys. Do you want that or that? We'll try this for now. We'll go do it small like this and get it bigger on the screen. I hope everyone's doing good. I know Jamo's there. How you doing, Jamo? Hope you're doing good, mate. But yeah, we're going to go straight into, without any time to waste, the prices, my reaction to them. And so let's get straight into it. Fulham. Let's talk about Fulham. Newly promoted side, and I think they were the first one. I don't think Bournemouth and Forest are still yet to be released. But we'll talk about Fulham, for example, Mitrovic. Listen, what a person to play to start off with. You know how I feel about Mitrovic. You know, Colm, one of long-time viewers on my streams, is a big Fulham fan. Be good to hear from him as well in the chat if he is during the next 20 minutes, something like that. Mitrovic, like I said, I'm not a big fan of. This is like his third time with Fulham in the Premier League. He's not. He could score, like I said, 40, 50 goals in the Championship, and he just doesn't do anything, doesn't cut it. In the Premier League, completely different ball game. Will he do it this time around? 6.5. I expected that 6 million. I'm not interested one bit. I'm going to be honest. Hell, I might have my game with. No, I won't have my game with one team. But with Mitrovic, I'm not that bothered having it. I'm not interested. Not that interested, to be honest with you, having him. I don't know what you guys think about Fulham assets. We'll go quickly, swiftly on to Wilson. I'm a bit disappointed. I would have liked Wilson to be a 5.5. Spoiler alert, like NATO from Wolves. We'll talk about a bit later on. Harry Wilson getting all those assists, getting some goals, linking up well with Mitrovic. First time this is happening with these two in the Premier League. Could it pay off? Could it work? Is Wilson someone to go for? I'm kind of looking away from Fulham at the minute. We know they've got us at home. Great start for them. But I think I do like Wilson. That's my Liverpool side of it. You know how good he is. He probably takes set pieces as well. But yeah, maybe 6 million. I feel like it's kind of pushing it. Like I said, spoiler alert, I wish he was 5.5 like NATO. It would have been a nice sort of gem to go for. That's for sure. Moving on to Reed. Wow, 5.5. 5.5. We wish, Wilson was that, but God, 6 million is kind of pushing it with Wilson, but I don't think anybody will go for Reed. That's for sure. Looking at the rest of the team here, I don't think anyone will be going for any Fulham defenders, even though they're all like cheapest chits, 4.5. No 4 million yet to show off from FPL. No Carvalho. He's gone to Liverpool on a permanent deal. So how is that going to affect them? I know they're linked with Pereira, somebody mentioned to me on Twitter. But none of these players here interest me one bit. None of these players here. So that's Fulham for you. Hope everyone's doing good. River, how you doing, mate? Jamo, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. I'm on time for once. My special pick as a Forest fan is getting Henderson in. Now Forest have a better keeper than Man U. Regards, Jamo. How are you doing? Good, Jamo. Kobe, how you doing? FPL Duo, how you doing? Dylan, how you doing? Yeah, Mitrovic is a wait and see. I'm not rushing into him. I don't know what the rest of the bloody fixtures are. I know who they got after Liverpool, Fulham. So it's not really for me. So like I said, we'll move on now. We'll have scroll down to, can't remember the next one's Aston Villa. Oh, Aston Villa did a cheeky one, didn't they? Here we are. Because they posted they didn't post this, did they? So let's get this on the screen. Let's go back to the beginning. Coutinho. I personally, I'm not interested in any Villa assets at the moment. I mean, cash. We'll talk about in a minute. He's in this at 5 million. Coutinho, I'm going to do a bit of wait and see. I think Villa's attackers are one of them that's like, it makes me not so sure about them, to be honest with you. We have got Coutinho at 7 million, a decent price for him. Watkins 7.5, and then we've got Cash at 5 million, who they've got Bournemouth away first. I think they've got Everton that first 3 games. I'm sure they've got Everton. Is it Everton? I have to check that, recheck that. But cash for 5 million could be a decent one to go for. We know how attacking he is, how much up the field he goes. But I think Villa, I'm not that. Is it the word desperate? Desperate. That I'm eager, should we say, to go for them. That's the word. Not that eager to go for them straight away. This is the rest of the prices you can see on the screen. Danny Ings, 7 million. Buendia, 6 million. Ramsey, 5.5. He's no longer 4.5. He's 5.5. And near the end of the season, the middle of the season for Villa, he kind of dropped off a bit, didn't he? Like looking on the heat maps, he wasn't getting as far forward like Coutinho. He was kind of holding back a bit. McGinn's Diego Carlos from Sevilla, I believe. The newest signing, 5 million. So there's no 4.5s defenders there, which is a shame. I believe Martinez was 5.5 last season. Has he got a downgrade? I think it's worth it, isn't it? Yeah, so that's Villa. So what's everyone think of Villa? Before I move on, has anybody else commented? No one else commented. But yeah, what's your thoughts on Villa? Do let me know. Anyone tempted by Villa? There's Holly Shan. Hello, Holly. And then we got Wolves. Oh, this is going to be interesting to talk about. Jimenez. Big Jimmy. 7 million. Obviously, he had that horrific injury, that head injury, and he made a great return. But he wasn't the same Jimenez. Maybe slowly going back to who he was, back to the, getting that form back, should we say. And maybe things might be different this season. I just want to put out quickly, I'm not so keen on Wolves because they don't score that many. Last season, defensively, they were relatively sound. Saiss is gone to Besiktas. Somebody else is buggered off now. I don't know who it is in defence. But it's definitely Saiss has gone to Besiktas. But I'm not interested. They don't score that many goals. Traore's back. He don't really score. But just let people know who got Wolves assets. Where is it? Here we go. Up here? Let's have a look up here. I want to show you guys something. I got retweeted something. I'm sure that have they deleted it? Basically, NATO and Traore. Oh no, it's on my bloody page, isn't it? So we'll go back to it quickly. NATO. Let's have a look. Let's go find it. Here we go. This is it. Before I carry on with the Wolves, this is from today, pre-season. 4-1 win against Forest Green Rovers. Behind closed doors, NATO, Campbell, Traore and Bruno all scored for Wolves in the pre-season. No Crystal Palace played today, a 1-1 draw against Accrington Stanley, I think. And I think Eduardo got the assist and Mateta got the goal. So a bit of an update for you guys on Crystal Palace and Wolves, how they did. Carrying on with Wolves, if we can find them again. Just down here. Jimenez, where's the next one? Sarr. So Jimenez, I'm not so sure about. I think for his price, maybe could have put him down to 6.5, considering how his form kind of dipped a bit near the end, more middle of the season, start of the season, the whole season. Sarr in there too, if you want to take him. But I think what everyone will probably do now, either a 4.5 and a 4 million keeper, or maybe 2 4.5 million keepers. That's what I personally am thinking of doing, because I want 2 playing goalkeepers that can rotate. All depends what the rest of the team have the budget and all that jazz, and what FPL have got in plan in store for us. So I'm not as keen on the 5 million. We know, spoiler alert, Alisson's 5.5, so that's going to be interesting. But like I said, I'm still sticking to the double 4.5 keepers. Johnny's 4.5, and this is the rest of the team. 4.5 as ever was. If I had to go for somebody, I'll probably go for a defender. Maybe Kilman. Cody's always nailed on. Kilman's relatively nailed on. He's cheaper than Cody. It's all about the fullbacks. I think they're going to be rotated a lot. So I might just go for a centre-back. We know they play like 3 centre-backs, like 5 at the back. Defenders. NATO, I'm not interested. I don't understand this hype, guys, with NATO. This is the price I would have loved Wilson to have been. But NATO, I don't know why people are seeing it. He's kind of injury-prone. He's rotated. And it's Wolves who don't score many goals. I have to see what the rest of these budget midfielders are like as well when the game's released. Have to see. Podence in there, Hwang's in there. Hwang's more expensive than NATO and Podence. And Never's in there for 5.5. So I'm not really interested in any Wolves players, to be quite frank with you guys. NATO, yep. I guess are you a big fan of him? Big fan of him, River. Yeah, I'm not so sure about him. Like I said, now moving on to Manchester United. Now, spoiler alert, like a bit of a disclaimer, something like that. Ronaldo wants to leave Manchester United. It's out on Sky Sports. If a big good offer comes in, Man United will sell him in this summer. So Ronaldo might not be even in FPL 22-23. So just letting you all know, Ronaldo wants to leave Manchester United this summer. He wants to leave. So United are looking like they won't sell him to a fellow Premier League team. They're going to probably sell him abroad to like he's used to with Real Madrid, Juventus and all that. So hell, it might be an MLS this season coming, or this season MLS has already kicked off, so you never know. I mean, he is 37, 38 now, isn't he? But Ronaldo, 10.5, I'm not interested in the Manchester United assets. I'm biased as hell. Bruno at 10 million, have to see how this does. I personally think, coming from a Liverpool fan, to mention to United fans, I think you getting rid of Ronaldo will be the best thing you could do, because I know he was arguably probably your best player last season, getting all the goals and stuff. But the reason I say that is you were playing around him. You need to play as a team. You need to get rid of the crap players. Not Ronaldo's not crap. I'm talking about Maguire and all that, the crap players. I'm talking about that, like, for him, and upgrade in places and play more as a team, because you weren't playing more as a team. There were a lot of egos in that squad last season, and Ronaldo there up front. You were playing around him. You were playing the ball towards him, and sometimes to yourself, to one another. And you need to get rid of him. You need to think of the youth, Alanga, for instance. You need to think of Rashford, who is still young. Sancho. Think of those young players, even the ones in the academy. Bring them up. Don't bring back a 36, 37-year-old man to think he's going to save. He's a savior or something. He's not, and that's just throwing it out there, guys. So I personally aren't. 7.5 Sancho. We have to see how they do. Manchester United. We have to see. Get rid of Ronaldo. Get a new striker in, and help the rest of the team. Price like these, no. I mean, FPL don't even like Maguire themselves, do they? They don't even put him in here. They haven't even put him in here. De Gea, Shaw, Telles, Varane, Alanga, Fred. Even Fred's pipped him. Fred's pipped him. Telles has pipped him. 2 left backs have pipped Maguire on this screen. Absolutely fantastic. Rashford, I know some people are bigging him up, but no, I can't I can't do it with Manchester United. And not because I'm biased. I don't think they look great. They're not great. We'll have to see what happens during the July, who they're bringing in and all that jazz. But I'm not interested one bit. What we're saying, FPL River. If Ronaldo leaves, might they play a 6.5 Rashford? They might do. I mean, he's played up there, hasn't he, in his career? If they do, I don't know. I'm just looking at the Manchester United last season. I mean, I don't blame the manager. I don't blame. Well, why am I blaming? I'm not a Man United fan, but I don't think the blame should be on Ralph when he was the manager, the interim manager. It was the player's fault. It's the player's fault. You can't put that blame on somebody who's only being a part-time manager for half the bloody season. So it's the player's fault, and players need to get their heads screwed back on, and they need better players. So he's the best team in the world, Liverpool. Let's talk about them. Mo Salah, 13 million. Woo! I expected it, obviously. King Mo Salah, the other day, big news. Agent was winding fans up. Then all of a sudden, Liverpool come at him, and with this video, absolutely fantastic of him sunbathing and putting the Liverpool shirt on and saying, "I'm back." Fantastic. Mo is for another 3 years. Mo Salah running down that wing for another 3 years. Absolutely fantastic. 13 million. I think it's got to be in our teams, guys. Definitely. Trent, I'm surprised. I'm actually glad he's been underpriced in my head, but I'm glad he's at this price, 7.5. I think it was 7.5 last season, wasn't he? Yeah, 7.5. So I was worried he was going to be 8 or 8.5 this season, but I think that might have been pushing it. A lot of you guys were saying as well. 7.5, I'm happy with. I'd rather have him over Robbo. We know what Trent can do. Know what Robbo can do, but I think Trent's going to be less likely rotated with Calvin Ramsey, namesake, than Robertson is with Tsimikas. So Diaz is a lovely one as well. Why is he not being hyped up enough? I'm very surprised with Diaz. 8 million. 8 million, guys. I thought he was going to be 9. I thought he was going to be 9.5 million. This guy, spoiler alert, let's zoom across. Look at that. Darwin, 9 million. He's cheaper than Darwin. Darwin's not even proven in the Premier League. He's not even a big like name like Haaland. Diaz had a fantastic half season when he arrived in January. He's 8 million. He's 1 million cheaper than Darwin Núñez. He's got to be in my team. He's got to be in your team, guys. He's a certain starter. He's gone. He's absolutely amazing. We've seen what he can do, how quickly he adapted to the Premier League. And, you know, he's got to be in there. So go back to the rest of the price as well. Alisson, 5.5. Could go for him, but I think I might stick to my 4.5 million plan and saving $1 million then or something. Ramsey in there for 4 million. Could be a good one. Could be like how Robertson to Tsimikas are. Maybe Trent, Ramsey. Some people don't like that because at the moment we know we're probably still going to get triple. We can only have 3 players from each team, Premier League team. So if we had 4, I would say Ramsey. I think he could be a lovely one. He's the first 4 million I've come across in this video and yesterday's video as well, I think. Van Dijk at 6.5, Robert 7 million. Elliott 5 million. Could be a big one. Got the number 19 shirt, I believe, from Mane. And this could be the big breakout season for him. I'm not kidding. This could be. Thiago 5.5, Darwin 9 million. Have to see how he settles in, how big of plans he's going to be in Klopp's plans, as how, you know, and how important, should we say, in Klopp's plans. Jota at 9 million, I say probably avoid. I think he could have been 8.5 Jota. I think 9 million is kind of pushing it a bit with him. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on Liverpool. That's my thoughts on Liverpool. Guys, if you enjoy the stream, if you want to, please hit that like button down below. Really do appreciate it. And do subscribe. Honestly, do appreciate the support as always. What's everyone saying? FPL River, Sal and Trent are locked. Only decision is the 3rd spot. Diaz or Robbo? Diaz. Go for Diaz, mate. Go for Diaz. Go for Diaz. Let's have a little scroll down here. I don't know how many we've got left. My memory serves me right. I think we got 3. Oh, we got 3. We got 3. Have we just done Brentford? Oh, we done Brentford. Oh, this was yesterday. Oh, we've done them all. We've done them all. Well, hey, we've done them all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've had 5 today. So we'll have probably the rest tomorrow and Monday, and probably the game will probably launch. So yeah. Guys, yeah, thank you for tuning in. And if you've got any more questions, are we good? We all good? Because I'll probably sign off now. Listen, I've enjoyed this. So that's my thoughts. That's my reaction. Check out my last one. It should appear probably at the bottom of the screen once this video uploads properly. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I shall see you guys in the next video stream. See you later.